Se va, sáquenme la botella que funda para gastarle. Esta noche tú y yo nos vivimos la película. Luce cámara, la acción después en mi recámara. En el duelo no se sabe quién ganará. Eso baila y bebe. Ese seguro y retrocede. Que me encanta la manera en que tú lo mueves.
Solo pégate un poquito, mami, que yo quiero enseñarte lo que yo tengo para ti. Lo que tengo para ti. Sé que te va a encantar.
Man, I guess I got to be the toughest thing to start off the season, right? Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back to Primetime Studios. Like always, I'm your host, Primetime Phil, and I apologize for that. Again, we tried to do something new, and it went haywire. It did not like it, so I need to figure that whole thing out by this week. But anyways, game time. Welcome back to Primetime Studios. 15 or so minutes late, but here we are, right?
Indeed so. I had put the last link out to social media, so that one is not working, correct?
That is correct. I did as well.
Right.
Like, so, I got to try to get this all situated. It would not connect. Like I had said that I was telling him, I'm like, I'm trying to connect, and it's telling me, yeah, he just kicks me back out and says, nope, not today, man. Give me 1 second. I need to be able to.
No soup for you.
All right, sorry about that. So what I need to do there is actually add it to where now we can see people's comments. Like, there we go. JJ, hello. I got Isaac Ramirez. How you guys? Dustin, go Cowboy Nation. I appreciate Drew. Everybody, I appreciate you guys holding in there, man. It's yeah, it was fun. That was a little nice little thing that we haven't had in a while, at least on this channel.
Yeah,
so,
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to figure that whole thing out, because right now at the beginning I was like, okay, well, let me try to do this. It's going to go ahead and broadcast out to you know, all these Facebook and Twitter, and then it just decided, like, it started its own new stream. It kept trying to add another stream, and so I'm like, it won't let me reconnect to this one. So I was like, all right. So I think it's by this time we need to restart. And just like that, the new season restarts, and the Dallas Cowboys are in that same situation where we need to restart. We need to see what we have. We haven't seen anything in the season. Obviously, there wasn't a lot of Cowboy fans at the training camp, so we don't even know a lot there other than some little flashes of stuff. But let's be real, you don't get the whole picture there. So finally going to see some starters, but we've already had some NFL games. And, of course, you were live on those games. So how were you impressed with the NFL season so far?
Sloppy, very sloppy, but a win is a win. I saw a comment on the post that I had just posted, but West Virginia Country Boy says we got to give Eagles a credit. A win is a win. I did. I always do. Listen, again, a win is a win.
Yeah.
And we could break that down. That's fine.
Well, I mean, we both predicted the win. It just comes to, at some point, the better team.
The Green Bay to win by 3.
You? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I lost both of my games, so stay tuned for the hopper. I covered on one. So, again,
what's up, Twist?
You know, I'm trying to be nice. You know, I could keep it real, but listen, I'm not gonna tell another person or fan base how to be a fan. You know, everybody wants to get carried away. That's what's fun about it. Get carried away. I just can't allow myself to get carried away anymore as a Cowboy fan. Maybe because
we don't have the regular season.
And again, this sounds conceited, but we come from a position of, at least, you know, me and Phil do. I don't know about the younger crowd, but you know, we're judged on the hardware. I would love to have more playoff success, but again, I can't get too excited. If we were to go in tomorrow and and dominate or even win. Let's say we win by 10 points, right? A win is a win. You've win by 1 point, it's a good road win. Especially everybody, like a lot of people are expecting us to get blowed out. If we go in and win tomorrow, Phil, I'm after last year, it'll be like great, but I'm not gonna get. I'm gonna stay grounded. It's like some might say, well, that like you're not allowing yourself to go nuts and be a fan. Yeah, I am. I just. I've been burned. I've been burned one too many times. I have predicted a decent season for us. And we're going to talk about it as well as all the other games. But yeah, it's a little sloppy. I thought Baltimore, it could have easily won that game. Obviously, right, with the Isaiah Likely touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, let's take that away in the sense that even if Lamar throws the pass before to Zay Flowers correctly, that's a touchdown. Do they go for 2, though? I think that's what the ballsy kind of thing that the Jim Hardwell was going to do. So I think the game would have either ended either way, and there was still a lot of times, over a minute left for Mahomes, and they got a really good kicker. So I don't look at it that way and go, when we were watching, I instantly saw that it was just one of those things. It's a game of inches, but you're used to having to do tippy toe type of things on the sideline. So the fact that he didn't do that, I mean, that's going to be a learning experience, and you never know when it's going to come back to play. It could be a playoff game but learning experiences. We all were young, and you have to go through it. Somebody can tell you left and right, but until you have a heartbreaker where it haunts you in the middle of the night, that'll change your habits.
Yes, indeed it will. Let me get to the chat real quick. Twiz was dancing naked in the street after the game, plus he was drinking Jaeger bombs. I know about Jaeger bombs. I hope Jalen isn't turning into a turnover machine. It's, again, just take the win.
I look at that fumble as well, too. I mean, you knew center, that he's just doing his job in the sense of changing.
Multiple.
Yeah. So, I mean, the bad field, you can't judge a single thing off of that. It's just really bad.
What I could judge, Phil, is that Green Bay had guys open all over the field.
So when I saw the first couple of drives where they weren't, basically taking those turnovers or just opportunities and pushing them into bigger points, that's when it's just like, this is a lot like Cowboys football, where we don't take advantage of situations and then we're kind of like catching points at the end, trying to catch up instead of being ahead.
Yeah, I just feel like Eagles are going to grow like every other team. So I'm not going to crap on the win. I'm just saying, if you're taking yesterday's game, right? If we're going to take yesterday's game and analyze it, the Eagles deserve to win the game, but they're also in the same aspect are lucky to win the game. You don't turn the ball over 3 times, right? And only give up 9 points. You don't drop 2 pick sixes in the second half. I mean, literally, at least one of them would have went for 6. I mean, absolutely. Green Bay kind of picked up where they left off, or where they started last year. Remember, Green Bay was not a good team at the beginning of the year. As the year came on, they picked up momentum, and Jordan Love by the end of the year was the hottest quarterback in the league. He just was. But that wasn't the guy that we saw last night. There was just behind them. It was. And the more I think about it, I want to think it's the field, because Jordan Love was not throwing with the right. He was showing off his back.
And I think that's what you get. And I think that sometimes I think that first one by Hurts, for example, that was a coverage thing. But there were some ones there were like, okay, maybe again, field could be a big thing.
We called it though, right?
Yeah.
Expect a lot of near pick sixes, and you're going to give up a pick 6 before too long. Why? Because of the routes that Kellen likes to run. They have to be on the same page with the receiver. We talked about it. It's, again, Kellen's going to put up points.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to score 30 points.
Well, I mean, and the nice thing about it is a game where it's really sloppy on the field. Now you have a running back that you can hand it to, when your quarterback's kind of having his issues.
Very happy for Saquon, not happy for Cowboys. But
exactly.
Again,
exactly.
I think he had a great game. You know what, though? Like, just to keep it real, I'm happy for Saquon, because he took so much crap in New York. It's good to see him behind a good offensive line. I'm not here to say great.
No.
because I don't think they were very good run
No, that center was
run blocking at all.
Yeah, I want to again put it at the level of competition as well too. So I mean, first game you can't judge a whole lot, and we talked about that. But again, Chris Jones, highest paid defensive tackle. There's a good reason why. He definitely has a great supporting cast. Not a big, huge amount of names behind him, but you know, that's why I want to see a couple more games and see how that's rotation is going. So, but
and
here we go, football.
Season, so football's here.
Here we go. Like,
here.
what does I have? I got
Football.
football is football. It's football. I just want to say, how about Colorado? Shador just threw a pick 6.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm watching. Oh, Nebraska, yeah, up 14-0. I thought maybe they're gonna get through a couple of games.
He's ruined his draft stock right here. But again, I would say this. I said it today in both in my lunchtime chat and my morning video. Eagles got to play a lot better to want to do anything. I'm just keeping it real, people. You know that again, we're not going to know really about the defense until I would say, yeah, just give it a month. Give it a month. Don't give it 1 week, and don't even give it this week.
Yeah.
Let's give it a month. And I already know the offense is going to be good, but the defense, you know, I mean, you gave up over 8 yards a carry to a Green Bay team, so you know, I don't know, but again,
yeah.
I'm not here to crap on it. It was a good win.
Well, I thought that was going to be the stronger point, but again, a field condition can be a huge thing. The traveling, all that.
Yeah, you would think advantage offense, right? So you could see it.
True.
Yeah, exactly. It's like playing in snow. The offensive guy knows where he's going, where the defensive guy not necessarily.
Yeah, as soon as you get cut on that bait, yeah.
Now I see all the comments, and I don't get too butthurt about it, but you know, I was trying to get into Mark Zoom. It's just a waste anymore because he doesn't even go to me anymore. So I guess he's done. I guess he's got his new buddy. I don't know. I was in his live stream today, and it was just like they were, the chat was going nuts with the blasphemy about now all of a sudden we beat the team you lost in the playoffs, so we're allowed to go back. You want to go back? Why would you want to go back and talk about that shit? It makes no sense to me.
Just different teams, different tackles.
Phil, every year is a 30% different team, which it is. It's a different group of guys, different mindset. You got to do it all over again. I just don't get that mentality, but that's fans and, and trolls. But hey, if that's what makes you happy, go ahead.
Hey, I got a nice little sound clip.
Troll it up.
I got a nice little sound clip from you from the draft that we got. Here, listen.
He's our number one. He's going to get all kinds of balls.
There you go.
Okay.
I was like, that's a sound clip right there.
But who was I talking about?
You were talking about a tight end. You were talking about the Chargers tight end.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. You were drafting him. Oh,
you mean Lad McConkey?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the receiver?
Number one.
That was
He's going
last
to get
week.
all kinds of balls.
Yep.
Knowing the Cowboys' running game is below average, I believe defense will be focusing on our receiving game and knock us down another notch. Mark Hudson, you hit me in the gut, buddy.
Mark, yeah, he kind of, here's $5 to make it easier on you, but damn, that's a punch to the gut. I had a guy today. He's a big Buffalo fan, and so he was asking me about, what do you think about Zeke and Cooks and stuff? I go, those are two names of running back, but I'm more thinking about the two names that we have on the offensive line, and and I said my center, and so I started talking about the offensive line, and he's like, oh, well, you got that guy from last year, Tyler Smith. I go, yeah, and on the other side he's got Zach Martin. It might be his last year, but that's and then Terrence Steele, he was a Pro Bowler, but he got to get back into that type of game.
Yeah.
But
I mean, everything you're hearing, and I trust it. What's up, the one and only Ron the Don? How are you, brother? Everything you're hearing, it's night and day. But again, I'm not going to get too carried away, but I do trust it. Terrence Steele is looking a lot better than what he did last year, coming off the ACL that he hurt towards the end of the year. That's just, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just excited to see our young guys play. I already have us going 4-2. we're hovering around 500 when we get to the bye week.
I don't
That's
know.
what I have.
I don't know, Rolando. Rolando says primetime game time. Love out 3 to 6 weeks. Packers might not make the playoffs. I mean, you got to look else what's in the division. I mean, they're going to be.
From what I saw last night, Phil, I think Rolando's onto something. I think they can get hot, and again, that's all we're asking for, right, Phil? We just want to get hot at the end of the year. I don't, as much as I had Dallas winning the division with tiebreakers and all that. I mean, at the end, it's fun. That's just a guess. I just want to be hot at the end of the year and get in
and healthy.
Let me put on my list. Yeah, to try and be healthy if at all possible. That's the goal. Let's just get in hot, because that's who wins. Hot teams at the right time. So if Green Bay, if they do have if it's going to be one of those years of setbacks, Phil, then that's going to allow another team with a lesser record probably to get in. So I'm fine. Listen, injuries are a part of the game, right? They are, that's why we didn't use it as an excuse last year. We knew in the back of our minds that we were counting on Gilmore, and Gilmore gave us everything he possibly could.
Give me everything you got. Give me everything you got. Yeah.
Yep. Dustin, I break balls sometimes. That's what you do. Chris Johnson, and some of y'all want Shedeur Sanders over Dak. I hear you, Chris.
I know, man.
I hear you, man.
Yeah, I think Sanders is going to be a lot like Caleb Williams, where even with a losing record, people are just still going to not really care and still want that hype around it.
Dustin Bosley, what's up, man? How are you, bro?
So I thought before we start really breaking down any kind of Cleveland, Dallas thing, we'd go through the NFL a little bit
sucks.
and talk a little bit about some of these games that are coming out in this first week of the NFL season. You want to talk about them? Here we go.
You want to get right into the football?
I want to get into football. That's why I say Cleveland and them. We're going to talk about that all in a little bit, but yeah, I want to talk. All
right, we're looking at game one. Okay, I really think Baltimore is going to give Kansas City a real good game, but come up just a little short.
Man, how short do you think they'll come up?
I mean, we're talking
like a toe,
inches.
Okay.
Maybe like a big toe. Maybe like a big toe short. And
I wore my brown pants. Maybe you should wear your white shoes.
And then the Eagles. I think the Eagles are gonna. Saquon's gonna have a great game. Everybody's gonna be excited, but
I think 3 is gonna be the number. 133 with 3 touchdowns. 3 times stuffed in the backfield.
Turnovers, and look not great at times, but. You get the job done. I mean, at the end of the day, a W is a W on a nasty field. Oh, wait, sorry. We already saw that. Sorry. My bad. All right, let's get into it. Just poking fun. Hey, Elena, how are you? Making a 10-second call on each game. All right. Let's go to the first game, Phil. We'll go with the 1 o'clock matchup. The Dolphins are hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, every time we go through a game, I'd like the chat to just say who's going to win the game. Okay, dude, I'm going to read off the line, but you guys have to just worry about who do you think is going to win? And that's fine. Dolphins are a 3.5-point favorite against the Jacksonville Jags.
I would say the Dolphins. I like the quarterback for Jacksonville a little bit more, but I like all the weapons and defense for the whole rest of the team. I like Miami. So
fins up. All right. I don't know what I would say.
Go to your pick 'em.
Like Miami.
Go to your pick 'em. That's how I'm going. I'm going off of what I said on my pick 'em.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I got to do that then.
That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. Otherwise, you're just counting yourself.
Well, then let me.
How was I feeling on Tuesday compared to how I'm feeling on Saturday?
Yeah. Let's see here. Where's pigskin pick'em? Yeah. College pick'em. Pen skin, pig skin. All right, I missed the first. What the?
Yeah, it's down there on the bottom.
Huh. That's weird. I gotta find it. Make picks.
You never made your picks? No, you made your picks. I know you made your picks.
Yeah, but this has got. Here, let me go back in it. Pigskin. Oh, that's win
Dustin
totals.
says, I have a feeling Lawrence will have a dominant game, upset Jags over Dolphins. Ooh, I like it. Florida, man, that's how it is, man. Those Jacksonville Jaguars
Well,
are the
here's the deal here.
stepchilds
Who was
of
winning
Florida
this- yeah.
Panhandle. You know?
Who's winning this matchup?
I believe so. Right around the afternoon. Right, yeah, try that in English now. Right around the afternoon time, around 2 o'clock, is usually in Florida where it starts raining. So yeah, you could definitely see some rain right around that
I'm
1
gonna
o'clock
go
time.
Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Dolphinos.
Okay,
We're gonna go
go-
Dolphins.
You're gonna go Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins will win the game. We'll move on to the Falcons
Yep.
at home playing the Steelers. Again, we're picking straight up. I'm going to read the line, but
like it.
I'm going to get, I'll give, if I'm taking points in that first game, I'll probably still take the Dolphins. But Falcons, minus 3.5 against
so
the Steelers.
I was so going Steelers this whole time until I heard that Russell Wilson is not going to be there. So unfortunately, Steelers are not going to be the same team. So I have to go Atlanta. No, from the bat, I've always picked Atlanta. Like I just heard that today that Wilson will not be will not be there or whatever. Either way, I got Atlanta. I think Atlanta is a better team. It all starts with the person that's leading you. And right now, Pittsburgh does not even know who their leader is. And I think if Justin Fields is that person, at least he can get by a couple of games. But is he going to just be all dominant? No.
Yeah, I agree. Mark Hutchins said Pittsburgh wins. I want to, Mark, but like he said, Justin Fields in a dome. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to go Falcons. And then we're agreeing. So it is what it is, we are agreeing. So that's fine with that. Next game
It's
on
a different
the
season. It's a different season.
Giants at home. They're the slight underdog, getting 1.5. Giants at home against the Vikings.
All right, so on mine, I have the Vikings getting this one. Again, when you really kind of step back, you look at the Giants. I think Giants are more of a complete team because, there's so many question marks on the Vikings side. But I still somehow think they make this upset because I think New York, they do have an inflated thought of themselves, and I think I won't say this is a rude awakening, but it'll be the first of a little slide.
Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants to get out early and stay out. I don't really care for the Minnesota quarterback situation. Who is it going to be? Darnold? Is that who it's going to be?
Yes, they get Sam Darnold, yeah.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. Give me the Giants at home. Giants are going to have a tough year, but this is a game they win at home. I was there last year. Giants played us. It was the opening night, Sunday Night Football, and Giants came out with that first drive, went right down the field on us. Danny Dimes looked good right up until the point where they fumbled, and then it was all like an avalanche.
Yep.
They need something good to happen early. I think the Giants win this game rather easily. Giants win. Giants win. Giants win. So, Vikings, Mark Hutchinson. Me and Mark Hutchinson are like opposites. Primetime and game time. Sam Darnold or Danny Dimes. Flip a coin. Go Cowboys. All right, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you,
That's
Rolando.
pretty,
I hear you. What's up, Derek Grimsley? How are you? I see Arturo Gomez in here. What's up? I said Dirty Sanchez. JJ, what's up, brother? All right, moving along. We go to the New Orleans Saints at home, -4 against the Carolina Panthers.
I have said this since last year. I'm going to continue this little theme. The Panthers are the new Lions right now, and I don't mean the Lions of, hey, they're a contender and they could possibly make the Super Bowl. I'm talking about that team that's going to constantly be picking first because they can't get their crap together. The only reason why they don't get any more I say that more better, but any better is because they traded their pick to Chicago, and Chicago was able to get a little bit more talent than they originally were slated. So they got to kind of reset themselves. But when you look at Carolina, I just think that's the team that's going to constantly be on that bottom until they're able to get some guys to protect their quarterback. And I'm not a big fan of the quarterback, but again, it's not his fault right now that he's just getting clobbered and doesn't have time to throw to receivers. That's why you see guys like wide receivers like Gallup. Was it Gallup that went to Panthers, right? They turn around and they go, never mind, I'm not even going to deal with it. And they just retire.
No, Gallup went to... Did he go to the Panthers?
I thought it was the Panthers. Maybe it wasn't.
No, he went to Tennessee, didn't he? No, I don't know. Where did Michael Gallup go? Oh, no, Raiders.
Was it the Raiders?
He went to... Yes. That's why I was surprised that he retired. He's going to Las Vegas.
Man, see, that's how bad it was. But either way, so anyways, I just don't see Carolina up there. I think they're going to be picking first again.
He retired, Art.
Yeah, we were just figuring out who did he retire from. Like, who was that team that he decided to sign? And they go, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this. But yeah, so I actually picked the New Orleans Saints, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Me as well. New Orleans Saints gets the win opening day, a not easy place to play. I think Carolina is not going to be a good team. Let's go with the New Orleans Saints. A divisional game. I think the New Orleans comes out and takes care of business.
I think so too.
So yes, moving along. The Cincinnati Bengals are a big favorite. It's a little over a touchdown. 7.5-point favorite at home against the New England Patriots. Now, the Patriots have come out and said, what is it, Brissett? Mm-hmm. Is that who it is? Is that who's a quarterback of the Patriots? That'll keep it closer. I think this game's closer than people think, but I think ultimately the Bengals win.
And Bengals I can definitely see that. I actually have this as my upset pick of the week. I think the Patriots will have a new little regime going, and maybe people are going to sip the Kool-Aid and like the atmosphere and at least get them going like an Antonio Pierce, where the locker room gets behind him and they like the knowledge, and so it's enough to get them at least going. I still think there's a lot of question marks on the offensive line for the Bengals, and I think that could knock Burrow off. As soon as you start getting him back on that where he's like, oh, is it going to be another season like this? That can disrupt some stuff. I actually going to pick the New England Patriots. Yeah, I know, Twiz.
The answer to that is yes.
I'm a little bit, just a little bit,
The answer to that, my friend, is yes. The 70s fan. Hey, guys, fantasy. Etienne or Mostert? Ooh,
man.
I would have to go with Mostert.
I would say Mostert as well.
He's home, but
there's a lot of other weapons there. You got
I don't know. Yeah, Miami goes with a lot of. They have A-Chain. Is A-Chain
and they love
still out?
I would say they love their second year player too. So Etienne might be your better shot, man. Woo.
Yeah, like Etienne may give you more
opportunities. Yeah.
Yes. Most is 35 years old. So, but yes, I'll go with the Bengals over the Patriots, and you're going Patriots. So moving along.
All right, here we go. This is where it is. This is better. This is how we work. We're opposite on this. Yeah. I was going to get worried. I was like, we can't be one of those channels.
Might be out, though, I thought, CZ.
Yeah, you might want to check that. Yeah, check that on the little thing.
All right, here we go. Bears. The Chicago Bears with renewed excitement. The Bears. The renewed excitement with Caleb Williams and that loaded offense. Loaded. They have 3 stud receivers. I like the Chicago Bears this year. I really do. Now with what we saw from Green Bay last night, not taking nothing away from the Eagles, but they did not look good. They didn't look good. They're a team that needs to pick up the pieces fast. Against the Bears are hosting the Tennessee Titans. So...
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is where I can go downhill for me. I just picked one underdog. I'm going to go ahead and pick another one. Man, this is even worse underdog, so I don't even know why I'm going this direction. I'm going to go Tennessee on this one. They're just I do think Chicago is a better team. I think I get excited at least about the weapons they have. I just think it's going to be stupid crap. I think it's going to be stupid things that's going to happen, and somehow Tennessee will pull it out, but I would not quote me at all on this one, but I'm just going to go Tennessee.
I could see why you would say that, but there's going to be too much hype in Chicago. Caleb Williams, I believe, after seeing what I've seen in the preseason and actually watching Hard Knocks, sometimes Hard Knocks can screw you up a little bit when you watch it.
I agree. You start getting behind even more. Oh, man.
I really enjoy. They have
Sanchez.
a lot of talent on that.
They
on
do.
that offense.
They do.
I mean, they have 3 studs. So I'm going to go Chicago Bears. I will never pick Will Levis or AKA Bo Callahan. I think he's actually going to have a good year. But they have Tony Pollard as a running back. I think he has a good year. I think Chicago is going to.
I think it's going to be the run game that kind of gets them going.
I think Chicago
to
comes out and makes a statement today. I do. I think. Or tomorrow, I think Chicago wins the game, but that's my.
And that's not a bad thought. I mean, if you're going to go on that, I would. That's why I'm not saying that's my upset of the week, but I'm going to pick Tennessee.
All right, let's get to the chat here. Gallup retired, and the Cowboys still paying him. Go Cowboys! Rolando, we're paying everybody, bro.
Yeah. Even Zeke twice. It's like Zeke gets 2 paychecks.
Linda, Jobu Sports was getting spicy today. A lot of words. Smiths with a lot of colorful language. Yeah, Linda, I tried to get in there when I got done work. I'm actually still in my work clothes, believe it or not. But yeah, Linda, I tried to get in there anymore. When I try and get in, I don't know why it's just like a waste of time because it's like Leo going on and on and on. And then, I try to get a word edgewise. I'm like, listen, that's fine. You guys have it, And then I saw the chat was getting nasty. So whatever. I don't have time for nasty, so I was gone. But all right, moving along. We go with the Bills, the 1 o'clock. Bills minus 6.5 against the Arizona Cardinals. Big favorite at home.
Yeah.
I have my opinions, but I want to hear Phil. Phil, what do you think?
I hate the Arizona Cardinals, and I do not think they should be an NFL football team. And it starts with that little dude that runs around that used to be a baseball player, Kyler Murray. I don't have any respect for this team, but they keep beating our ass, so they're going to eventually earn my respect whether I want to or not. I go Buffalo around it, even if Buffalo struggles, which they're going to do. They could come out that first drive, do amazingly, but somehow bog drive. That's just Buffalo football. Again, it could be a totally different team, but I just can't see it going the other way because I think Buffalo is just too talented of a team compared to a team like Arizona. It's different if you got a lot of the matchups equal, but with this type of matchup, it's hard for me to go on the Arizona side.
And that's fine, and that's good, and you should. 94% of the American or the public have picked to the Bills, so you're the heavy favorite. But I believe in the Cardinals this year. I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I love their offense. I love James Conner. I think, as you saw towards the end of the year, that doesn't always mean anything. I think Kyler Murray is a good football player. I think Buffalo lost a lot. I don't know this narrative where they're going to be better because they don't have Stephon Diggs. They're going to be better because they don't have Devin Singletary. Or they even lost a running back who went to, what was the other guy, Phil,
Cook?
that they lost?
No.
That's
still
the
there.
starter. That's the starter with another team. Anyway, they lost a couple there. What's up, Loyal? How's Cleveland, brother? I'm going to go Arizona. I just think they're a talented team, and to me, this is a live dog. I would definitely take the points in here. Straight up, it's hard for me to take the Cardinals, but we're having fun, and I want to be on the right side of it, so give me the Cardinals. Upset of the week, Bills win. Bills are a 7.5-point favorite, so that,
Oh, God.
Hello, Asman. How are you?
What's going on? Yeah, this
Thanks,
broadcast
Linda.
took a little bit to get
appreciate
going,
you.
so I appreciate everybody that stayed along. Let's see.
Pass on the word, Linda, and that would help. Everybody like and retweet or share this content, and that'll get us going real quick.
Yeah, my numbers just keep going down on the subscribers. I'm like, man, I'm like, all right, for YouTube, I get it. Yeah.
Let's see here. Boop 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 boop. So yeah, I'll try. We'll get to the chat. Phil's clicking it. He's clicking your predictions. I'm sure.
I'm trying to get it up there so you guys can look back and go, you chose so and so. You didn't choose that.
Yeah, I don't want to get too fast, but
no, you're good,
we'll
man.
We'll move on to the next 1 o'clock game. Yeah. The Colts at home. I love this game. I love this game.
Yeah.
I love this game. The Colts at home against everybody's favorites, the Houston Texans. The Colts are a 3-point underdog at home. The line was started at 1.5, and now it's jumped up to 3. So the Colts +3 at home.
Wow.
Bill?
I think this is the time where you get to see some young quarterbacks that are mobile, be able to do some nice stuff with their team. Again, this is the only time you're probably going to see Richardson healthy. So it's going to be interesting at least to see these guys both healthy going into this game. But I like Houston. I think Houston's just a way more talented team. You actually got to see them play some in the preseason, so it wasn't like they were going in there all blindly. So, I like Houston, even though they're going on to the road. I just think they're the type of team that could knock Kansas City out of the playoffs, but I'm not going to jump too far ahead, and that's possible Cinderella story. But I like Houston in this matchup.
Yeah, I want to go with the Colts. I really do. But I think Anthony Richardson missing a lot of time. He was playing well, but you know how that is. First game back. The Houston Texans, I hate to say it, are stacked, people. They're stacked. C.J. Stroud gets the job done. I think it's closer than people think. But give me the Houston Texans. What happened, Dirty Sanchez? Oh, my God. LOL.
Yeah,
best team in... Is Eastside here?
No, he said Twist says best team in Texas, baby.
Oh, shit. Slow it down. Start a gravy. All right. Colorado missed a field goal. They just missed a field goal.
Oh, no, it got blocked.
It's 21-0 Nebraska.
Dang.
Love it. No, I'm sorry. No, I don't mind, but I just think that they're just so overrated. That was a chip shot too. Damn.
Yeah, it got blocked by one of the barely in the fingers, but
Matt Rule's got him hopping, baby.
Yeah, he does.
All right, moving along. That will do it for the 1:00 games. Now we move on to the 4:00 slate. Yes, we have the first game with the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are a 3-point favorite at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think this is going to be a good game. This is a tough one for me. What are you thinking about this, Phil?
I feel bad because I have lost all credibility for this Los Angeles Chargers team. I need to see something before I start to get them on the winning side. Even Vegas, as messed up as Vegas is and all that, at least they have their hopes and dreams in the beginning. The Chargers, I don't even know what their identity is. What's going to be their offense? Is there going to be the run game, the passing game? Is Herbert going to actually be able to pass to some of these wide receivers? So I think there's so many question marks that they could prove us wrong. All of a sudden, blow it out, be awesome, and be amazing. But I need to see it a little bit more. I trust what the Raiders are doing a little bit more than what I trust with the Chargers because of what Pierce has brought in the atmosphere. So I go Raiders on this one, and it's just a gut feeling, I guess.
Yeah. Jim Harbaugh's road back to the NFL and becoming coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Yes.
He's a running guy, and then you got a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's like, ugh.
You know what? The Chargers lost a lot of talent in the wide receivers. They're going young across the board. Interesting. Who's the Raiders? Who's the starter? Did they name a starter?
I thought it was.
Who's the starter?
It's not O'Connell. It's not Aiden O'Connell. It's
I know. That's what I'm trying to think of. Gardner Minshew.
Yeah,
Thank you. This is a tough one. Again.
Thank you, Steve.
Man, this is a tough game, man. This is a tough one. You're going
well because
Raiders,
Hardball could turn that whole culture around and make it feel good, But I think he doesn't. He's not the kind of guy that does it in 1 year,
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. What's the line? The line is -3. Oof, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
This is a hard game, people.
Gardner is not bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with shit. This is a tough one, boys. Gamers not. So what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think in the chat? Help me out with this one. Raiders, Superchargers, says Twiz. So you like the Raiders, huh? I love the coach of the Raiders, but what I saw from them now, Devontae Adams, I have a weird thing that I just think somehow, some way, the Chargers win this game. Give me the Superchargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. Just because I don't trust the Raiders enough. We saw the Raiders in preseason. They had their ones out on defense a lot, and they didn't look that good. That was the game that Guyton was going up against Crosby for most of the first half and held his own. So I like the Chargers to win the game. I think it's a field goal game. I think if the Raiders win, it'll be his second field goal. But just for shits and giggles, since Phil took the Raiders, give me the Chargers. All right, give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Moving on, everybody. Moving on. We got the Seattle Seahawks, another really good game. Seattle Seahawks -6 at home in the 12th man versus the Denver Broncos. So let me know. Yeah, he is streaky to us.
Man,
what's tonight's beverage? Water as man. Sorry, I want to stay awake. But
when I look at this Denver team, I want to believe that Bo Nix is going to be able to just come in here, do his thing. And again, this is one of the guys that I thought was a pro-ready quarterback. There's a little bit of biasness there with the whole Oregon thing, but at the same time, I have liked what he's done since he's in the preseason. So he's enough to get a spark to be that guy. But Seattle's a tough place to play, man. And Seattle has their team together, and they've added some stuff to the overall team. I don't really look at them and think that they lost a whole lot. And they were a threat last year. You know how they were. So I'm gonna have to go with Seattle, but it's because of the home field advantage.
Wow, how dare you, Phil? Mm-hmm. How dare you not go with your boy Bo Nix?
I know.
You wore that uniform, and you're not gonna take your not the Denver Broncos uniform, the Oregon uniform. Man, I love what I hear about Bo Nix. I really do. I love everything about Bo Nix. I do. This is another tough game, very tough game. But I'm gonna go with Seattle. Why? Because I think they're the better team, and like I said, that's literally one of the hardest places to play, the loudest places. If Bo Nix goes, here's a shocking comment. If Bo Nix goes into the 12th man and wins this game, they may win that friggin' division.
Yeah, you may not be wrong there.
I'm just saying, because if he can go into 12th man on week 1 against Seattle, who, say what you want, Seattle, it's a tough place to play. Kenneth Walker, they have 3 stud receivers, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tyler Lockett. Everybody's sleeping on Lockett like he's old. Yeah, he's old, but he can still play.
Crazy.
And you got DK. If Denver can go in there and beat them, then it may be one of those years, and I still think Denver's going to be good, but not tomorrow. Give me the Seattle Seahawks as well.
Yep.
Draft Bo. That's it. Bo Callahan. Bo Nix. So, all right. Moving along. I hear Phil clicking the buttons. We go to our 425. Our 425 matchups. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Washington Commanders. Yes, the Washington Commanders. The Buccaneers are a 3.5-point favorite. I'll go first this time if you want, Phil.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I think the Buccaneers thump Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders tomorrow. I do. I think that there's a lot of excitement around the Commanders, but not tomorrow. I think that the Buccaneers come out, and I don't think the Bucks are going to be as good as a lot of people think, but I think they slam the Commanders tomorrow. So.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
I think if anything, the speed of the game, he's been able to at least be in there to get that in there. It's the atmosphere. It's the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay. That place, they love their team, man. It gets loud in that stadium. Again, I'm going to put it kind of where that Seattle. It's a little bit of rude of awakening but I just, to me, Tampa did get worse. Their defense got worse. Their offense got a little bit worse. So it's like. I can see how Washington can win this game or at least get on a roll and go crazy. And you don't, as a rookie, I don't even know how to lose. So I come in here, remember those old Looney Tune commercials, old Looney Tune shows where you didn't know about gravity, so you just keep walking. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you don't know until it gets smacked into the face. And so, is it a Villa Vea that's going to be doing that? I don't know. I think he needs a combination of people to be able to start doing that to Daniels just because he'll be able to move his legs. But I think just even the inexperience of the whole team overall, I think that's kind of what your weakness is. And I'm going to go Tampa Bay as well. But I think it's going to be a little bit closer.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I think it'll be, I mean, I think there's excitement. I do. But I think that Jaden Daniels week 1 in Tampa. I
like it because it's hard. You can't just predict blowout wins. That's
exactly.
not how it goes.
Okay, we got a minute 50 left to go in a half. Still 21-0 Nebraska.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, moving along now. We got the Cowboy game at 4:25, so we'll hold them for the end, and we'll move on to the Sunday night affair. You got the Lions, yet another unbelievable game. This is a great day of football. Lions -4.5 against the Rams.
Yeah, you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
No, I have no idea. I'm waiting for you.
So when I look at this, there's a seesaw battle between these two teams, and the history, even when it comes down to the trade, the moment that trade happened between these two teams, it put these two on the map, and their games became meaningful. I know if you ask Gametime, Bryan, and then Mark, when we were over there in Detroit, man, they love themselves some Jeff Goff. Like they worship the ground that he walks on. Jared Goff,
his brother Jared's good too.
Jared Goff. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of history with what Stafford is. So I mean, ask a lot of Detroit fans, they'd probably say Stafford was the best quarterback that they had. So there's a seesaw battle when it comes to these two, and I just think that I think it's going now the other way. I think the Lions are now starting to take this and starting to run with it a little bit more. So I got to go with the Lions just because I think they're a better all team, unless their head coach keeps going for it on 4th down, and that's going to be their doom.
Well, I'm a Lions fan this year as far as them being a good team, and I think this game comes down to the wire. I'm probably going to lose this one.
Jeff Goff,
but
yeah.
I like the revenge factor. 90% of the people have picked the Lions. People are forgetting the revenge factor. And give me the better coach. Give me the better coach. Give me Puka Nacua. Give me Cooper Kupp. A Kyron Williams. Now, I'll be curious to see that defense. I think this is a shootout. It's a tough one for me to pick because I really want to go with the Lions. I do. I think they're the better team. But I think in this game, I think the Rams.
Nice.
I just think that something stupid is going to happen. I think that coach is going to outthink himself. I think Jared Goff is not going to necessarily play good. Just give me the Rams. I think the Rams are a live dog. Live dog here. What's that?
You talking about Jeff Goff? Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Goff. Jeff Goff.
My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Just to stick it into the Lions. Yeah. Lions are tough for anybody. They are, but again,
in Detroit,
how is the Lions going to stop the Rams? So that's my thing. I mean, are they going to? It's possible. I don't know. I may change my pick, but
they got some defensive guys.
Yeah, I feel like the Rams. I think the Rams are going to be more ready out of the gate. I really do. I think the Rams, the way that coach had them practicing, They scrimmaged and practiced a lot of teams. I think that's the key. They didn't play anybody in their preseason games, but in the controlled practices, they did it like a lot of times this summer. So I think they're going to be more ready out of the gate to play. I think it's a high-scoring game. Anybody can win, but I'm going to take a flyer with the Rams. So
nice.
There again, we're different. I might be in the hole big time after tomorrow.
No, usually we're 50-50 on it.
Yeah, you know what'll happen. We'll each be half right.
Half right. That's how it usually works.
Yeah. All right, we're going to the Monday night game.
Monday night game. Is Aaron Rodgers actually playing in this game?
Yeah, for now. The 49ers at home, -4.5. I thought the line would be, I see 4. It started out at 6.5, and it's went all the way down to 3.5, and then it went back to 4. Against the Jets. 49ers versus the Jets.
Now,
Twiz is coming out, Jets.
When I look at the 49ers, I'm going to probably be on my own island when I say this, or maybe I'll have an army behind me, but is it just me, or do you feel like the 49ers got somehow worse? Like, I know they got their weapons. I know Debo's back. I know Ayuk is re-signed. McCaffrey's there. They got Trent Williams, and like, how do I feel like they got? Is it because I feel like they got older, or is the average group of these guys not great? Is it because McCaffrey made the Madden cover? Is the defense somehow worse? I don't know where I feel it, but I don't know. It's just I feel like they got worse, and but even with that, I don't think the Jets have gotten any better. So I think I got to go 49ers on this, because I just think San Francisco is a place that is hard to play in, and I just haven't seen enough from the Jets on this offseason to be like, okay, well, yeah, I think they're gelling. From what I've seen Aaron Rodgers and Wilson kind of more been on opposite pages. So, I want to see a little bit more of that connection. If Rodgers is Rodgers, though, it'll be interesting. Yeah. Then it's a game.
I'm rooting for the Jets.
Oh, obviously. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
I'm rooting for the Jets, but I don't think that's. I don't know how the Niners, just re-sign everybody. I haven't really looked into that.
They do it. Dude.
I mean, Jesus. The risk get richer. They bring everybody back. Trent Williams even got a new deal. He's freaking 35. Will be 36.
That's what I'm saying. They got everybody back. I just don't know how. There's nothing to prove that they got worse.
The Niners defense is very good, though.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But I'm going to take the 49ers for one reason, and that's because we don't know what Aaron Rodgers is with that coming off that Achilles. As much as I will be rooting for the Jets, I'm actually an Aaron Rodgers fan. I do like the man. I think he's a football savant. But will his body be able to hold up? And how will it come back? We saw what happened, right, Phil, to Dan Marino. When he got the Achilles, he became a shell of himself. So we don't know. But I'm going to go 49ers, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, even with this. And I think the Jets are a talented team. So there's very suspect offensive line. And we all know, man, you win those battle of the trenches. That's where your bread and butter is. And I don't know if they did enough stuff in the offseason to kind of counter anything that their weakness was,
Yes. Agreed. Okay, right. I'm sold on the Niners. Dirty Sanchez. I'm not trying to sway you. I don't know, man. I'm rooting for the Jets, obviously. I love Breece Hall. I love the receiver on the Jets.
I love Wilson.
Does anybody know?
I love Sauce Gardner. That's just an awesome name.
Yes. Well, I was getting into it with Troy Daniels. He was arguing with me that C.J. Gardner-Johnson was Sauce Gardner. I'm like, no, Troy. No. I said, CJ's a safety for the Eagles. Sauce Gardner is a arguably one the best corner in the game that plays for the Jets. But I don't want to take San Fran, Michael Haba. I don't. But I think the Niners are going to have a letdown, but not on Monday Night Football.
The beginning of the season.
unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. So, but anyway, we have arrived at that time, Phil.
Yes,
we
we
have
have.
arrived.
Yes, we have. The first
I have
game
no
of the
idea,
season,
my guy.
of course,
None.
is happening in the afternoon. We skipped that part, but kind of wanted to make it the feature time. The first game of the season, man. I don't know if you want to kind of run with it, let it, kind of get your feelings out there. Or you want me to kind of
Well,
start
let me
it?
just tell you here. My
I think me and you
mailbox
are
pick
on
is-
the same page. I think me and you are on the same page, and it's not going to be fun for Cowboy fans. And I'm hoping that the Cowboys can shut me and you up a little bit and have us eating crow the next day.
Well, get ahead, man. Well, let's hear it.
Well,
I think they can definitely win.
I
this
think
friggin'
they
game.
are a talented team, and they do have
I
the
think
talent
Dallas
to be able to
is
just
fucking
whoop,
probably going to win the game.
just whoop it.
because of-
Yeah, I do.
but I'm not going to pick them.
Nope, I agree. Because, their history says, yes, they're 12-4, but they do not start off very well. I hate that about this team. Is unfortunately one of those things that Dak has that's one of his stigmas is that he starts off slow, and the offense, even if their rhythm, we were in my backyard and I paid all this thing for this football field, somehow you're still not on the same page, or it's stupid little penalties or these little things. And so that stuff needed
Thanks,
to be
Mark
kind of
Hutchinson. Thank you,
ironed
brother.
out. That stuff needed to be kind of ironed out in the beginning in the preseason. That's where your first couple of drives, those rustiness, the fumbles, the exchange of the center to quarterback. I think that's going to be some point an issue during the season. I love our team, and I really think that our defense could just blow away, because guess what? Zimmer's amazing, and he game
That's
plan.
the thing.
They show amazing job just being in position to play. I got to go with my original gut, because yes, I right now feel like the Cowboys can win, but my initial thought was that they weren't going to get it together, and so I have to stick with that initial thought and let them shut me up.
Yeah, man. What do you got for a score? Do you have a score?
So I do have a score. I had it a little
Just
bit
to let
more.
you know real quick, Dallas is a 2.5 point underdog.
Yeah, I know we're the underdog going in. I like that. I like that we're the underdog. I think we definitely play better as the underdog. I originally had this game as they were going to win 28-10. I didn't even think that's how much of a struggle we were going to have. And even though our defense was going to keep us in and give us hopes, somehow they're going to be able to push at the end, because there's that, what's going on and who's running this, and so just the miscues, and I'm afraid it's going to happen. But now I got a little bit closer, but it's still not going to make anybody happy. I feel like the Browns. Yeah, they can have us chasing them for a little bit, and it's going to be about 24-17. We'll lose by a touchdown, because I just don't think we claw back into it.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
I'm doing everybody a favor.
Yes.
With my pick here.
Because when I switch, it does not go well for me, and I have to.
No, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with my original prediction. Let me share the positives, and the positives are Jack Conklin is coming back from a knee injury. Okay, he had reconstructive surgery. The right tackle. He just came back last week. The Browns' starting left tackle, is out. So Jack Conklin, they haven't said if he's definitely playing, but if he does, there's a chance he's going to slide over to the left tackle spot, or they're going to leave him at right tackle. Again, he hasn't practiced. He just came back and was activated last week. He's been doing stuff on the side, and they're going to go with a younger left tackle. Again, I think matchup-wise, Njoku is a tough matchup for us. What makes me happy is the fact that our defense and Mike Zimmer, I think, are going to really, really have a good game tomorrow. I do. And that being said, I think that the Browns are going to be able to score, because we are down Theron Bland. I could see a couple of mistakes. I could see Dallas having a great defensive day, but giving up a couple big plays because of communication. Whatever. I think Dallas will do a real good job against the run. There'll be some broken plays. Again, I could easily see Dallas winning this game.
Yes.
Now, flipping to Dallas's offense, I'm concerned. Dak Prescott has had a lot of success against that defense. Jim Schwartz, that's his name. Jim Schwartz, ex-Eagle defense coordinator. They play a lot of man coverage, Phil, which is right up Dak's alley. The problem is they will drop into a 2 deep or a 3 deep from that. And, they have 2 of the best corners in the league. So we're going to need to run the ball. A lot of things that we haven't seen, Phil. We haven't really seen it. I know we can run the ball, but it's me hoping, right? And me deducting of what I see and hear from our offensive line and say, we're going to do it. But I still want to see it. And I'm doing everybody a favor going into the mailbox. It's going to be a good game, people.
Yeah, I just know in the past when I have gone against my original gut feeling, it hadn't gone good.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why I want to stick to this, because they have shut me up before. And that's kind of why I want to just continue down that. I've been hearing the news about the left tackle. I've been hearing the news about the defense and how Micah feels and everything. But again, I get more worried about their approach to the preseason than I get psyched up. I get to see all these backup players that could be potentials. And no, man, I really want to see what we have in the offensive line, the defense and stuff. So go ahead. Tell us what you got in that mailbox.
Yeah, well, I do see the Browns getting out on us, which is rough because the whole idea is to run the ball for us, right? So if it's going to be in the 60s tomorrow, not hot. So, I'm hoping we can get a running game going. But if it goes this way, that means we're down 10 points or so, and then we're in a throw mode. Things happen. I think close game, but give me the Browns 24. Dallas 20, so take Browns minus a 2.5 and over the 41. But Browns 24-20. That's my prediction. You're welcome, because that means Dallas will probably win. So yeah. I mean, I got 24-20. Again, I see Drew is stirring the gravy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. That's what we have in there, man. That's a nice thick gravy there. I like that score just in the sense that
Aubrey's going to get a couple field goals, and I think we'll get a touchdown to bring it close late. So 14-57, 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals.
And you know what? And that's what we're also talking about. Last year, how we felt going into that Giants game. You can go back. I can feel this victory, but I never thought the way that they were going to really push by that second half. That game got away very quickly from the Giants, and they could do well. But I see those little weaknesses as well too. Yes, it's great that Bland is out for the whole year, but I was looking forward to Diggs Bland combination, and yes, I have a guy that's very confident in Carson's, but I think that's what's going to happen. Even though he's going to have some good flashy plays, there's going to be occasionally, where he's just off or something, and a big play happens, and that's the welcome to the NFL, kid.
Well, Dion's not happy. 28-0 at halftime.
You got more gray hairs. No.
2 pick sixes.
Yeah, that's oof.
A little deer in the headlight. A little unlucky with the tip ball, but still, Nebraska. Wow. But I'm and like I said, I'm not. I mean, we could be like certain people and just say Dallas
every single time. Yeah,
Dallas.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it real, and hopefully I'm wrong.
Like, if you were to point us out and be like, okay, I want you to go into this show and give us a reason why you think Dallas will win, I could give you a whole bunch of bulletin points of reasons why they will win the game. But I got to be with that feeling, It's just like I want to see.
I think it'll be a game, Phil, where we come out of it and we'll go, wow.
Yeah.
Jalen Tolbert had a good game. Wow, we ran the ball. Wow. But, I think it's going to be tough guarding Amari Cooper. We don't know what we have with Diggs yet, right? Mm-hmm. And I was counting on Bland. Well, Bland's out. Okay, so now we got the human seatbelt.
Yeah.
Listen, he could be unbelievable. So that was exciting. Tyler Guyton, Cooper Beebe. Excuse me. But that's how I see it. I think we have too many question marks. CeeDee Lamb not being there.
Yeah.
We just have too many question marks to go on the road week 1 against a unbelievably good defense. And an offense that has a lot to prove. So I think we can compete. I think our defense can wreak havoc. I do. And hopefully we win the game. So,
he got hit with a left hook by his own guy. He was looking at his ear hole for a minute.
Yeah, I mean that. Boom. Man, I had to start looking for some Madden quotes and stuff. So
I have one too, I think. Yeah.
And that's the truth, Mark.
He looks like
Mark,
Jerry Rice out there.
Primetime, that goes for any player on any team. That is true. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we're spitting and stuff, we're very cliche, right? We're doing the crystal ball. Well, you'll find something you've been looking for a long time. You're like, oh, so bland and vague.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
So you're Mark calling us out on our shit. Okay, all right, thank you, Mark.
All right, Mark Hodgson, we will be okay. He says just keep Deuce Vaughn out.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't put him in.
That goes for any player on anything. Yeah. All right, Mark. All right, buddy. All right. But
but anyways,
it's cold out, dropping to 44. I like it, Twiz. It's hoodie season.
Game time.
Baby.
You're going to be broadcasting tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. I got to figure all that. I got to get. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'll be on with you, but I might and stuff, or I might jump on here, there, or whatever. Are you opening it up to
that's fine.
Everybody? Is that what you're doing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, what are you doing? Going on early, or are you going on just for the game?
I haven't even gotten that far.
Okay.
Probably. If I go on early, I'll make it a channel member early. But for the Cowboy game, I think I'm just gonna go solo, or you if you're available. I'll send you the link and you can hop in if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do the Cowboy game solo because it's tough when
it is. You get a lot of noise.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise. So I do a lot of channel member Zoom, so I hope nobody gets. But maybe I'll do I don't think I'm going to stream the early game. I think I'm going to get some stuff done. I got to finish closing up my swimming pool, and I'm going to watch the games. But I don't think I'll be streaming the 1:00 games. No. So I'll be going live for the 4:00 game, and we'll watch the Cowboys. So
lose the way. So anyways, Game Time, I appreciate you coming through, man. First game of the season. We have a long ways to go, man. It's but here we are. There's no more guessing. It all means stuff. Every play means something. There's a fumble, there's an interception. That's some of the stuff that I saw. I got excited about the interception, but I didn't get too excited about it because it didn't add anything other than some guys that weren't going to be here that were making those plays. So I'm glad that now we get to finally see our team in action, and it's a good test against a lot of good players because let's be real, we're all talking about that Tyler Guyton going against Myles Garrett.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be big. That's a good test because for the rest of the season, are you going to tell me that he's going against better competition than that right off the bat? That's going to pave a way whether, hey, this is what I need to kind of strive to. I played terrible against him, and maybe I'll face against another guy like that later on in the season. Or it's going to be, giving you some motivation to go forward. I think that can be said about a lot of, like Mark says, it can be said about a lot of players from a lot of teams as well, too. But one thing I can't say that it's not for everybody is this channel because there's some non-biased type of situations where even though we feel
keep it 100 people, you may not like it,
and some other teams love it. Don't get me wrong, but when we feel good about our team, we're gonna talk that as well too.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys coming through. But one thing I appreciate you guys not forgetting to do is do what?
Always ring that bell.
Damn right, guys. You guys take care.
Who are you?
Like always, I'm your host, Primetime Phil.
What kind of a stupid name is that? Oh, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And what is your name, sir?
Well, I told you my name, man.
Sir, what's your name?
It's my co-host, Gametime Bryan.
Cool name. Superpowers?
I haven't relaxed. I'm ready for a wild show.
What would you say you do here?
I don't know what it is yet, but it could be a lot of things. So we'll see.
This doesn't make any sense.
Nah, nothing makes sense here, man.
You thinking what I'm thinking, Bart?
Yeah, let's f***ing rage!
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't need the PBS special.
What the fuck is this piece of
Can you say what the f*** did I do last night?